Good day everyone, Trainer Maxim with you. Thank you very much for joining me for this session. Today we're going to do a couple of drills on the gymnastics bars. As always, I thank everyone who supports my channel. Thank you so much. Your comments, suggestions, super thanks, and of course support angels. Thank you everyone, thank you. Before we start, a couple of things to look for when we're doing all the drills on the bars. Three things, you're well familiar with them. The first one is the neutral spine. We want to make sure that upper spine is trying to be extended upwards, lower spine downwards, and you're making the body a little bit hollow by thinking the back of the rib cage here, these ribs are dragged diagonally down to the spine so that you have that spine a little bit of hollow. So you're not crunching, it's not pushing the pelvis forward. It creates an impression of the posterior pelvic tilt. It's not, because we're using the elasticity quality of the rib cage. We're kind of stretching the rib cage a little bit down without collapsing the entire structure forward. So it looks like this spine, upper spine up, lower spine down, and maintain hollow. Another way of thinking about this hollow, it's a very strange way, but it might work well for some of you. Think that this portion of the spine is being pushed towards the rib cage. The same muscle, serratus posterior, we're trying to engage, but in a slightly different way. So when you think the mid spine is pushed towards the rib cage, that might give you the same engagement of the serratus posterior, producing nice hollow, keeping your core at neutral length without crunching. So two ways to think: rib cage diagonally down to the mid back here, or the spine pushed onto the rib cage from the back. Both of them should lead to this position here. So spine neutral at all time. We don't want to crunch, we don't want to hunch, and even if we do during some drills here, it should be happening through the resistance of the spinal muscles, which would be still trying to keep the spine neutral and failing, but still trying, and by trying they will provide us with some support. Otherwise the spine will be collapsing, you will go into the crunch, shoulders will be closed, and no luck with the hip flexors, and etc. Think number two, shoulders open. Open shoulders means that we're securing the blades from behind, so the blades are being glued to the rib cage and turned diagonally down and out. That will rotate the elbows naturally in, the sticky portion of the elbows, not because you rotate it, but because the shoulders are in the open position. That, first of all, will give you more freedom to move the arms up. With the shoulders, arm is really nicely moving up to be in one line with the torso. With shoulder forward, it's not going to be the case. It will crunch the spine. So want to keep the shoulders open. How to do that? You think the back of the blades are tilted diagonally down to the mid spine, and the edge of the blade is impressed into the rib cage, like as if somebody were placing the thumbs here and pushing the blades into the rib cage, engaging the serratus anteriors. That's how we keep the shoulders open, and that will lead to your arms to be rotating out, which means sticky point of the elbows will be rotated in. That's your support position on the rings, in the planches, and any other elements, and that will be nicely opening your shoulders on the bars when we hang on the bars. So shoulders open. And the third thing, whenever we're hanging on the bars with the legs together, we want to make sure that the thighs at all time rotated internally, internal rotation, with the toes pointed forward and slightly sideways. So thighs in, toes pointed down and slightly sideways. But because you rotate the thighs in, the toes will stay kind of together, but you're not pushing the toes inwards like this. Sideways, thighs in. We do that to secure the position of the pelvis and make sure that the hip flexors can work adequately. What it means, the muscles responsible for the internal rotation are attached here and to the pelvis in the front. When you rotate the thigh in, those muscles pull on the pelvis into the neutral tilt. One, providing your pelvis with a neutral position, that will make it easier to keep your spine neutral, shoulders open, and also it will ensure that the hip flexors, which are using the pelvis as a stable base to hold onto, will have an opportunity to strongly pull on the legs without compensating with the core, because often When the pelvis is forward, you don't have the hip flexion capacity, full capacity. The core will kick in, will grab your pelvis. It's touched, the core is touched here, the front of the core, rectus abdominis. So it will grab the pubic bone here and will push the pelvis up. And now, yes, the leg is up, but it's not because of the hip flexors, but because your core is tilting the pelvis forward. See how I cannot straighten the supporting leg whatsoever. And if I were to straighten the spine, one, make it more neutral. That's how much of the hip flexion I'm using. Only that much, 20%. So I'm not really engaging my hip flexors. So I want to make sure that the thigh rotates in, and from this position, I'm getting the leg up without letting my core, the front of the core, pull on the pelvis to collapse the spine. Very easy. I will be reminding you throughout the drills about those three things. So we want three things: tall spine, shoulders open, thighs rotated in, and toes turned out. Now in the final, number 4, the wrists. You're not curling the wrists like this when you're grabbing the bar. The wrists are in one line with the forearms, and they're turned slightly out to make sure that you have nice neutral alignment of the bones of the hands here with the bones of the forearms. If it's here, you will be overusing the front of the muscles here of the forearms. That might fatigue you prematurely, and as a result, you will not have a very strong hold onto the bars, and we don't want it. So whenever you grab the bar, you don't do this. You straighten them, straighten the wrist a little bit, and guide the wrist a little bit sideways, just tiny bit, at all time. And that will give you much stronger grip and much comfortable position for the shoulders, because, and I think when you do this position, when you grab the bar with the wrist turned in, you over-engage the forearms. Forearms are associated with the biceps. There will be too much tension in the biceps. Biceps attached to the lower arm here and to the shoulder here. It will drag on the shoulder forward, leading to the situation when you don't feel comfortable holding on the bar like this, because you're pushing the wrist forward, activating the biceps. Too much stretch, uncomfortable in the elbows, uncomfortable on the shoulders, because shoulder blade wants to collapse in, and when the arm is up and the blade is collapsing forward, the blade bone literally solving your soft tissue of the arm when it collapsing forward. And that's why we might feel the discomfort in the shoulders, some tension here, some inflammation here, or tendinitis here. So we want to make sure that the blade at all times stays tilted back and rotated out to keep its structure away from the soft tissue of your muscles here. So here, and if it collapses and the arm cannot move, then the elbow will be physically damaging the rotator cuff muscles or your front deltoids. We don't like it. So in no circumstances do this. Up and sideways. And see what's going to change here. Neutral, sideways. Now I can open up the shoulder, feel a nice stretch here, and in combination with all the other things, spine, shoulders open, thighs, toes, you'll be looking like a gymnast. Now let's do a couple of drills. The first one is easy. We're going just to hang on the bar, facing that way, while taking care of all those 4 things we discussed: wrist, spine, shoulders, thighs. So let's go like this here. Let's take care first of the wrist. Wrist neutral, shoulders open, spine tall. Make the body hollow by thinking, let's use that cue. Mid spine pushed into the rib cage. Good. Thighs rotated in, toes out, and you're nicely extended, and the back is touching the bars. Every part of the back is touching the bars. There are no gaps. And just hold it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Done. Great. Pretty boring, but while you're holding it, you must really go on repeat in a circle through those cues. Spine tall, shoulders open, hands, thighs rotated in, toes, body hollow because you're pushing the mid-spine into the rib cage or rib cage to the mid-spine. Doesn't matter, whatever gives you hollow, but definitely not crunching. If you crunch, then shoulders will collapse, you will move the upper back forward, etc. Let's do it one more time. Same thing. Those cues and go. 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Done. Great. You might also feel some stretch in the chest. That's absolutely fine. And the second part of this first drill is the same thing, 30 seconds, only now face to the bar. And while you're facing the bar, the stomach, because it's hollow, is not going to touch the bar. And some portion of the pelvis is not going to touch the bar because you're constantly creating this position. Kind of spine is a little bit leaning away, having some space here. That's very beneficial for the handstands and also gives you the sensation of the neutral spine. Let's do that. So now you're here, look at the bar, and the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Done. Rest. Very good. Nice. Also, you might feel the stretch here. Again, you're not pushing yourself in the bar. If you cannot feel that the body is nicely lying down on the bar, probably the shoulders are closed, probably the shoulders are here still, and you have difficulties or arching too much. Shoulders open, wrists, and you go on the bar with mild hollow in the stomach. If you don't have space here, that's okay. You can keep the toes on the floor. Just don't stand on the floor. Just keep the toes pointed, but don't use them too much for support. Let's do it one more time. Same thing, 30 seconds. Shoulders. No need to push the bar away, just hang in the way which feels natural to you. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Done. Rest. Very good. Great. Perfect. Let's do the next one. This one was a warm-up. Let's work with the hip flexors and the core. Hang on the bar, knees up, tuck, 5 reps, 10 seconds, holding it. At all time, making sure that you're not crunching, shoulders not collapsing forward, wrists, thighs rotated in, toes pointed out and together. Let's do it. So go in this position, here, spine, all those things, and now just knees up. 1, 2, 3, no crunching, 4, 5, and hold for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, rest. Very good. The goal is not to get the knees as high as you can, otherwise you might compensate it with the crunch, not at this point. So we just want to engage more of the hip flexors, and the hip flexors are actually incapable of bringing the leg higher than slightly more than 90-degree angle to the hip without disturbing the pelvis. Like anatomically, it's very challenging to do. That's why we start crunching a little bit if you want the leg to go a bit higher. We'll be definitely doing it later on, but now let's focus on the hip flexors and the body alignment. Let's do it one more time. 5, 10 seconds. Take care of all those cues, shoulders open, wrist, spine, hollow body, and go. Thighs rotated in. 1, 2, toes pointed out. 3, 4, 4, 5, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest. Good. No crunching with this one. Okay, let's do the next one. All-time favorite, toes to the bar, but on this guy. It's actually more demanding than on the bar, and I made a video on the toes to the bar. When you hanging free on the bar, it actually gives you more freedom. But with this guy, it restrains your movement back, it restrains your swing, so you rely more on the hip flexion and the core engagement, more demanding. So don't get upset if you don't get the legs all the way up. It can be 20% into the movement, 40, 50, whatever, do your best, but take care of all those 4 cues. Shoulders open, spine neutral, hollow body, the wrist in the proper position, the thighs rotated in, toes. You can bend the knees a little bit, doesn't matter, but try to do your best. So we're going to do 2 sets, 5 reps only. From this position here, and now first exhaust the hip flexors. 1, 2. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest. Good. I'm just too scared of hitting my lights, but ideally you should be able to touch the bars. And see how here you cannot lean too much back. Actually, you cannot lean back at all. That's why demand of the core here is greater. And yes, this time we're curling the core through the resistance still of the back muscles. That's why we have the support. And if it's the case, then the hip flexors will stay engaged for longer. So the goal is here to engage the hip flexors as much as you can. Hold the tension, just like we did during the training for the compression strength, for the L seats in my previous video. Hold the tension, and after instruct the core to curl starting from the bottom of the spine. Try not to curl the top of the spine. From here 1, and your legs will end up on the bar. Let's do it one more time. Only 5. Don't push forward with the arms. Arms are, if anything, pushing the bar away a little bit. Again, without collapsing the shoulders. Away. Just like for the handstands. Let's do it one more time. And shoulders open, spine, wrist, thighs, toes, and go. Hip flexors, core. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. It is a difficult one. Don't have to be perfect. Just get here, here, and be next time 1% better. That's it. This one to reinforce the ability of the shoulders to stay open. We're going to work with the lower trapezius, serratus anterior muscles, and also the core. The cues are the same: open shoulders, tall spine, thighs. We're going to wrists. We're going to face the bars. Get one step up like this, and now try to get the idea kind of holding down onto the bar as if these guys were not here. You're just trying to stay on one bar like this, but since you have no room to go, you have to keep the body hollow, shoulders open. Shoulders too much, you just will not be able to stay on the bar. Let's see what it looks like. So from this position, go up 1, extremely open the shoulders and push the bar down, and now with 1 toes, step down. 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest. Good. You might feel extreme engagement of the triceps, extreme engagement around the shoulder blades. That's fine. At all time, you're keeping the body hollow, shoulders open. The ultimate goal is to be supported only by the hands with both feet down. That's exactly what we're going to try this time. Only 10 seconds. It's a very difficult one, but do your best. If you cannot, just keep going with 1 foot off the bar or another foot. Doesn't matter which one, but what does matter, extremely open shoulders, wrist in a good position, spine hollow, toes pointed, thighs rotated in. Those 4 cues do matter. So let's try with both legs away. And go here. 1, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest. This one is good. You really feel the engagement of these muscles. So what essentially we're doing here, we're going to do it one more time. When you hold like this, there is extreme engagement in the front of the body, the chest, the triceps, the front deltoids, the core. And if the blades are not supported in the back, if there is no support from these guys, from these muscles, holding the blades nicely tilted into the open position, that all this tension here would typically take the blades forward, closing your shoulders, collapsing your spine entirely, and the skills become difficult to perform with the shoulders. So essentially we're working on training the front muscles to work in cooperation with the back muscles. when the front muscles are pulling and doing extreme hard work, the back muscles here make sure that they're still holding the blades in a very solid way so that the front muscles can have the solid base represented by the blades to hold onto while they're doing their work in front of the body. Just pretty much the same idea as with the crane at a construction site. If that crane doesn't have the counterbalance in the back, doesn't have some 20 tons resting in the back, that crane is utterly useless, cannot lift even a car without that balance, especially if it's the tall one. Same with our body. It's pretty much the same mechanics. We need the counterbalance in the back so that the front muscles can work with efficiency. Let's do it one more time. 10 seconds and on the bar, shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, done. Rest. Great. Extremely difficult, but do your best. Again, doesn't have to be both feet. And no, you're not resting your chin on the bar, no cheating. Let's build on this. More difficult version even. You can skip this one if it's too difficult, or just try one leg at a time while supported with one leg. So same position, and now we're going to move legs away from the bar, alternating 10 reps while sticking to the bar. Let's do it. 10 reps. Get on the bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done. Good. Oh, that one is difficult. So this way we're exploring the range of motion of the legs to the back with the pelvis in neutral position. Physiologically, we have only 25-30 degree angle of the leg movement back without disturbing the pelvis. If you need more, you will have to arch the lower back. You'll have to compromise the spine. In this way, pretty much like the compression strength for the hip flexors here, that's the compression strength for your muscles, the glutes and other guys, responsible for straightening, for the hip extension to the back. But now you're actually deprived of an opportunity to arch the lower back since you're on the bar, and that's what makes it interesting. Let's do it one more time. 10 and go. Here, shoulders, spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done. Good. I cheated a little bit on the last one. It's okay, it's extremely difficult. You can skip this one or try, or return to this later. Let's move on. The same concept, only from the other angle. Literally, we're going to stick to the bar, but only this time we're facing this way. Same idea, same 4 cues. So you go here, might be a bit difficult to get onto it. One leg at a time first. So you go here and open shoulders, stick, one leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, rest. That one will give you a lot of engagement in the biceps, pretty much like for the planches, and still back muscles, trying to keep the shoulders open, spine, and all those cues. But it's way more tension in the biceps, because now in order to stay here, you're not actually leaning into the bars. Your inclination is to go over the bars. Now, spinal extension, spinal neutral spine comes handy when we train all these guys to keep the spine solid. The core will be engaged because it will want to crunch you. Spinal muscles holding, back muscles for the shoulders holding. So you're staying more or less neutral, and hold the position with the biceps pressing you a little bit more back like this without collapsing the shoulders. And of course, at all time, you're pushing down to stay tall, trying not to collapse too much. However it might happen, that's fine, but you're trying to keep the shoulders pressed down. Let's do it one more time, just 10 seconds. And this time, both legs. Let's see how I can do this. So go here, and shoulders, spine, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, done, rest. Good, this one is good. Let's do it one more time, 10 seconds. Again, you can try only with one leg or 2 legs, return later to the two legs of the bar version, that's fine. Let's do it one more time, 10, and shoulders, spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest. Great. 2 sets, 10 seconds. Will do just nicely. You will feel your biceps. Just like with the previous one, when we were taking the legs off the bar. Let's do it one more time, but only you face this time this way. It is difficult. Let's see. Same cues. Shoulders. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done. Good. Whew. This one is really difficult. Again, feel free to skip it. I'm just giving you opportunity to see what you can do on the bars, and you choose to which limits you push yourself. This one is good. A lot of core, a lot of biceps, a lot of shoulders, hip flexion, the destruction. It also teaches you some inner discipline. When it's too hard, too difficult, you try to stay calm and continue moving, not trying to push through the movement in any way possible, to power through. Quite an opposite. When it's too difficult, you try to relax, you try to shut down all the systems in the body which are working unnecessarily, starting with your facial expression. There is no need to do this. All inefficient. These guys are doing nothing. Just keep them quiet. Normal face. No, I'm kidding, but you will save some energy. Let's do it one more time. 10 reps. But because I'm counting, I'm going to use those guys. Sorry. And go. So back, shoulders, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done. Good. Whew, I think I managed to keep my face straight. What do you think? Comment. Let's play with the inversions. They're not easy, not for the faint of heart, full disclosure. So we're going to get vertical on the bar, fuse with the bar, and get the knees up and down. Coordination work of the hips, core, shoulders, while upside down. The same cues to watch for: tall spine, shoulders open, hollow body, wrist, thighs in, toes out. So we will be grabbing the bar here, underhand grip, go down, this position here, open the shoulders, try to keep the spine tall. You can jump a little bit, take the position, full extension. And from here, thighs in, toes out, shoulders open, spine, and go knees. Down 1, full extension. Your tailbone stays on the bar. 2, 10 reps. 3, no need to crunch. 4, 5, shoulders open. 6, wrist. 7, 8, 9, 10, exit, no falling, just like this. And that's it. You might feel some rush of the blood to the head. It's okay, take it slowly. Next one, we're going to do the same, but only the legs are going to stay straight and go in a straight fashion, like the L sit. So now it's more demanding on the spinal alignment. We'll be using the flexibility of the hamstrings a little bit, the strength of the hip flexors, and with all those cues in place: spine, shoulders, wrist, and etc. Let's do it one more time. Same entrance. You can jump slightly under. It's also shoulder mobility exercise. Shoulders open. Go up. No need to do this. No need to see your toes here on the bar. Keep the spine tall and go legs all the way down as much as they go. 1, good. No kicking. 2, under control down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Wow, that was a lot of fun. Blood to your face, it's fine. You might feel a bit dizzy, but with time you will get used to it. Okay, have fun with this one or skip. Let's see what we can do with the next one. One more inversion, even more difficult. So we're going to do the same thing, upside down, legs straight, legs all the way down. Where they stop, we start curling the core, just kind of inverse toes to the bar, go all the way down, touch the floor, return into the full extension. And we will go from there. Only 5 reps, it's quite challenging. The same cues, especially the shoulders. Do not collapse the shoulders. Let's see what it looks like. Go down, here, jump, shoulders open, spine tall, angle thighs in, down, 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 and spine still as tall as possible, touch the floor. 1, good. Hip flexors first, keep the tension in hip flexors, spine 2, good. Shoulders, 3, 4, 5, and exit. Good. So the goal is not to let the legs collapse completely and just survive the crunch. Keep the compression in the hips. When you reach the limit of your compression, you engage the core and start curling the spine down without sacrificing the alignment of the upper spine, without doing this. And with the hips compressed, you will be touching the floor. This exercise is beneficial for the press-to-handstand, of course, when you keep the upper spine neutral and the lower spine extending with the legs compressed at the hips, and many other exercises. Let's do it one more time, but this time slightly difficult, difficult too, slightly different version. Now we're going to work on the shoulder strength, on the chest strength here. While in this position, we'll be trying to lift the entire torso, lower the entire torso down in one line to the parallel with the floor and back, challenging the spinal alignment, making sure that the spine is not collapsing, not crunching, challenging the shoulders, stretching the chest. At all time we're watching for all those 4 cues: spine tall, shoulders open, rib cage tucked in because of the spine press to the rib cage here, thighs rotated in, toes out, wrist in a good place. Only 5 reps entirely down. Let's see what it looks like. And you're leading not with the legs, lead with the rib cage. Lower the rib cage down. You'll get the idea of what I'm talking about. So go here, this position, up, one line, shoulders open, no tuck in the chin, and now lead with the rib cage down, stay in one line, rib cage down, 1, good, rib cage down, 2, rib cage down, 3, shoulders open, 4, shoulders open, good, step down. Perfect. That one is very difficult. It's very beneficial for the front levers, for the inverted levers, all those exercises when you need to keep the spine stable, supported by the core. Try it, it's a lot of fun. Okay, that one was the last one. Let's do the cool down. Let's just hang on the bar, just like we did at the very beginning, to stretch the shoulders, to relax the muscles a little bit, to stretch the core, to finish this session nicely. And go open shoulders. Now this time you can push the bar a little bit away to stretch, to sink the head into the shoulders, still keeping the shoulders open, spine, thighs. You can touch the floor with the toes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Done. Rest. Perfect. Okay, you survived. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope you enjoy this workout. It is challenging, I know. Some drills you can do, some drills you cannot do at this time. So come back to them later or find a way to modify them. to the level of your comfort. That's how we push ourselves. And in any way, let me know what you think about this routine. Were you successful with this? Just anything what's on your mind. Please do reach out and let me know in the comments. Thank you very much, everyone. Trainer Maxim with you. Go try it. Go enjoy your day. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.